You know what time it is. It is the Big Time Show. Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to the Big Time Show. It is Douglas Brooks Jr. I am Douglas Brooks. I am Big Time. Big Time is Douglas Brooks, and Douglas Brooks is Big Time. We are one. We are connected. We are together. A lot of you guys know me as different things. Some of you know me as Bishop Brooks. That's one entity of myself. Somebody knows me as Lewis Brooks. Those that call me Lewis Brooks obviously known me all my life. That's mostly my family. That's people that call me by my middle name. A lot of you know me as Douglas Brooks, and that's pretty much my college people and all you guys. And then there's this alter ego that I have of myself that I've had since high school from playing football, and that man is Big Time. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are not getting the preacher today. You are getting the one and only Big Time. What's going on, everybody? I don't want to take up too much time for you today. No, it's Saturday afternoon. Some of you are getting Christmas together, and some of you are watching football. Some of you are just relaxing after a hard day's week. And I'm glad that you have taken just a little time to hang with me on today. Listen, I appreciate you guys showing up. Why don't you share this if you can, if you will, whether you're looking at me by Instagram, which I see one person on, Miss Erica. Hey, Miss Erica, how you doing? I see Mr. Craig Burton. What's going on Facebook? And somebody else is on there. I don't know who you are, but if you come on Facebook, why don't you say hello to me? And then on Podbean, I see a Barbara has joined. Hello, Miss Barbara, whoever you are and wherever you're from. Why don't you type that in on Podbean for me? Where are you from? Just want to recognize you. Thank you for taking a little time out of your day just to come hang with me. I appreciate you guys. Listen, if you want to become a patron of the show, if you're on Podbean, you know what to do. There's a little red button there that says reward. Why don't you touch that? And if you want to become a patron, you can join that. If not, you can use my hashtag. Not my hashtag, but my Cash App address, which is $the Big Time Show. You can do that. It is right there also on Facebook and on Periscope. If you're on Periscope, you can see that there. If you're on Instagram, all you have to do is go to my Cash App, which is $the Big Time Show, and you can join in there. Appreciate all that. I'd like to give recognition before I really get started to Alec Went, who gave you the music that you heard earlier today. I appreciate him for letting me use the music. If you want his music, you can go to the Chord Academy on Instagram, the Chord Academy, and you will see, you can get acquainted with all his music there. Also, you can just go to Alec Went, ALECWINT. You can go there and you can catch a lot of his music there. I appreciate that. Let me take this time out here to share, which I don't know if I can do that here, but let me go ahead and get started, because if you were with me a couple days ago, some of y'all were laughing real hard because I guess I put on a little show about my Cowboys, whom I love dearly. But as you know, or should know by now, that I am a Cowboy fan that tells the truth. I don't look at things through a lot of optimism. I look at things kind of the way they are. I come from the standpoint of it is what it is. And right now, what it is that we're a 3-9 football team. We are one of the worst teams in the entire NFL. There's no question about that. We are not good at all. We are not good at all. That made that 3-9 speak for itself. It really does. I'm just the one that just go ahead and say it. During the process of the show, what happened was that I started kind of doing a little semi-roll call and started going off on certain individuals in the Dallas Cowboy organization, from management all the way to players. And I did that. If you didn't hear it, you may need to pull up my last show so you can hear everything that is, or what I was sharing. So what I wanted to do was to pretty much just go in and continue that conversation, because I have a serious problem with a lot of things that I'm seeing. And prior to me saying it, Jerry Jones, he ended up doing the interview the very next day after my show. I wish he would have did it before, because it would have gave me plenty of what I want to go through now and say. I have a problem. I don't know how you feel about it. Hey, DJ LaBreeze, I believe that's DJ LaBreeze. I believe that's it on Podbean. Welcome to the show. Thank you for popping in on me. Appreciate you. Tell me where you're from, and I just want to give you recognition. And if you have a podcast, let me know so I can direct people your way and see what's going on. So I really have a problem with some of the things that I've heard. See, when your team is as bad as what we are right now, there's no one thing that you can highlight. There's just not a one thing. There's a plethora of things that you can just pinpoint on and stay in on all day and listen to it and work with it, and you'll start finding some of the answers. You're not going to find all the answers or the answers of the problem, but at least you can identify where the problem really is. So Jerry Jones, he really, can I just go ahead and just say it, y'all? He's really getting on my nerves. I didn't want to get too hyped too early, but I see right now that I am going to have to go ahead and just start unleashing a little bit, because I'm getting really irritated by what I'm seeing or what I'm hearing from Jerry Jones. I'm really starting to get very irritated about this. So Jerry gets on, has an interview, and pretty much all Cowboy fans have said Jerry Jones is the problem. Pretty much all of them have said that. There's no question about that. And most have asked for Jerry to be removed from his position as a general manager, at least. Because it's him who hires the coaches. He'll tell you quick, it's him that brings the players in. It's him that's signing the paychecks. It's him that's putting the beer in the stadium. It's here that's putting the bathrooms in the place. It's him that puts the lines in the parking lot of the stadium. He says it's him. Okay, so because he says him, then he has to take the blame. And a lot of us have said over the years that until Jerry Jones removes pride out the way, until Jerry Jones gets out of the way and let some real people, football people, start to run the place, then nothing is going to change. That's what most Cowboy fans say. And Jerry has had many coaches since he's been the owner of the Cowboys. Most of those coaches got fired. I've never seen the organization, however, lose head coaches and the general manager stays. I just haven't seen it. It's a lot of the times when there's structural change, a lot of the times the general manager leaves his position as well as the head coach when that happens. So once we start going down the list of coaches the Cowboys have, the coaches have changed, but the general manager stayed the same. Jerry Jones, as we all know, is the owner, the general manager, and president of the Dallas Cowboys. You know, it's his money. It's him that it's his money that is you know, he's spending it. That he get to spend his money, do whatever he wants to do. So be it. That still doesn't give an excuse when it's time and recognize things that need to be done. And Jerry has missed out on multiple opportunities over the years to get things done. This year, I realize it's a pandemic. I realize we didn't have training camp. I realize we didn't have this and that and whatever other excuses we have. Every other team didn't have it either. This team is too talented. I don't care what nobody says for what our record is showing. I realize we've had injuries. I realize we lost our starting quarterback. I realize we lost some of our linemen. I understand that, and I've been one to always say that you cannot run the race without the horses. So I get that. I get it. However, the Dallas Cowboys should not be 3-9. I don't care what nobody says, because we got too many good players that are still playing. So I don't want to hear it. We should not be 3-9. And if you go deeper, the effort that is being shown on a week-to-week basis is inexcusable for an NFL football team. My last show, I talked about that. You got to have intensity to play this game. You don't see it when we play. You don't. I'm not seeing it. Now, y'all may see it. Y'all may see it. Apart being, if you see it, let me know about it. I see you're still on here. Hey, if y'all want to comment, go ahead and comment or whatever. And I'll see it. If you're on Facebook, put your comments up so everybody can see it, and we can discuss it. Maybe y'all seen the intensity. I haven't seen it. I don't see it. What I see is a bunch of guys that are trying to. They're playing like on eggshells right now. They're playing like they're on eggshells. They're playing not to make mistakes. When you play like that, you lose the fun of the game. No question about that. So I that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing lack of enthusiasm. I don't see the energy that is needed to play the game. And your performance end up showing it. If you make a mistake, it take this team almost 2 quarters to get their head out of their butt and go ahead and play again. So I don't get some of the stuff that I am seeing from our brothers at all. So I'm starting to wonder, where is the issue? A lot of people blame Coach McCarthy. A lot of people have blamed Mike Nolan. A lot of people are blaming, obviously, some of the players. A lot of people are blaming the defensive coordinator. A lot of people are blaming Kellen Moore. A lot of people are blaming people that I just don't know. I just don't know what's going on. I'm blaming Jerry Jones. That's what I'm gonna do. Since the buck stops with him and all that is the Cowboys start with him, I'm just gonna start at the top and work my way down today. I have a problem. So Jerry Jones, y'all. Jerry Jones did an interview, and the question came up during the interview. The person that was doing the interview on 105.3 The Fan, Jerry was asked about him and his general managership, if you let me say that today. they asked him about it. And they asked him about the change possibly. And this is what Jerry Jones said. And this one I said, okay. Jerry Jones said this: when you work for yourself, there's no firing him. You got to change him, and he's got to change the direction he's going. He said, I worked all my life for myself, and I had to change directions many times. So I will change. I can change. You see what I'm saying, y'all? See, this is what I'm talking about right here. He said, when you work for yourself, there's no firing him. Let's stop right there. If you're doing a bad job at your jobs where you're at right now, if you're doing a bad job at the jobs where you work and make money, you do realize that you put yourself in a position to lose your job, right? Chances are, if you've been doing your job wrong for a long period of time, chances are you're not gonna make it. You're not. This is a crazy situation because Jerry's already let you know that nothing's really gonna change. He said in an interview, he just said, like, I could read that one line. He said, when you work for yourself, there's no firing him. Oh, yeah, right there. That let you know right there, Cowboy family. It's nothing going to change. In other words, what he's saying is, I'm the general manager and I'm going to stay the general manager. That's what he's saying. So what we've been begging for, and a lot of you have saw the little reports of maybe about Troy Aikman taking over and all that, y'all can throw that in the garbage can. That's not going to happen. Whatever general manager that you come up with, it's not going to happen. It's no sense of even talking about it no more. Jerry just let you know he put his face and foot in the sand, and he's saying, look, I work for myself. I'm not firing me. That's what Jerry said. Okay? So we can let that go. Then he says, I worked all my life for myself, but I had to change direction so many times. So I will change and I can change. What that tells me is that he knows that whatever he's doing is not working. So he realized that he must change. My question is, you just not realizing that, Jerry? I'm glad you don't, I guess you caught up. I mean, but some of us have been saying this for a long time. We've been saying this for a long time. At least he's kind of saying that he recognizes that there needs to be a change in something at least. But not with him, because he's saying he's not firing himself. So when he says that, then if he's not firing himself and he's not, then obviously what that means is there's somebody else that has to change. There's something else within the structure that has to change. So quite naturally, he's not talking about himself. You just go on down the line, which I just couldn't believe. So what they tell me is later on in the interview, he goes and says, I will say this, like anybody, you got a lot of do-overs. I like to start again on how we approach our defense this year. I like to start that over again. I started right there the first day, Jones said. Okay, then that's obvious. I mean, what he's obviously saying there is that Mike Nolan probably will not be the defensive coordinator next year. But we all knew that. I mean, we're giving up 32 points a game. Teams are running last week, 294 yards rushing from Baltimore. A couple of times this year, we've given over 300 yards rushing. I mean, everybody running on us. We're giving up 32 points a game. We are the last ranked defense in the league. It's no surprise that Mike Nolan, since he said he want to start there first, it's no surprise that Mike Nolan is going to be the first one, as predicted, to the chopping block. It really shouldn't be any surprise whatsoever that he is going to get fired. Whoop-de-doo. We knew that. But if you think that is what's going to change this organization, if you think, my Cowboy brothers and sisters, if you think that what Mike Nolan is the end all answer to this situation, we got to go back to the drawing board then, because it's a whole lot more that need to be done besides Mike Nolan losing his job. Oh, there's no question about that. So Jerry's answer, he was definitive on that answer. He said, I like to start over with our approach to defense. I like to start over all over again. So I start right there first. We already know you're going to fire Mike Nolan. That if you don't fire him, that would be the shock. And I realize that's Mike McCarthy's buddy, but hey, see, it's common sense. Mike Nolan not doing the job, guess what's going to happen? He's going to get fired. My thing is, why the general manager can't get some of this action? Because what he's doing is not working. Jerry Jones is slowly but surely, y'all, turning into his mentor, which was Al Davis. That's what he's doing. He's slowly but surely turning into Al Davis all over again. Hey, JD, I see you, man. JD said Moore and Philbin needs to go too. Yeah. Yeah. You can say that. You can say that. Without a doubt. Moore has a little bit more discussion for him. I personally agree with you, JD. I think Moore needs to go too. Fabian, yeah, I believe that too. But Moore can trick you because overall his stats look so good. Because Moore's offenses have been ranked, in the top 5 for the last few years. The movement of the ball is not a problem except this year because Dak is not there. But his offensive score 25 plus points almost per game. So you can't argue with some of his stats. What I've always said about Moore was that his situational play calling, his red zone offense needs to, he's well behind in that area. I think he's horrible as a play caller in the red zone. From the 20, from the opponent's 20 to our 20, Moore can light you up. Is when he get inside the 20 or get to the 20 where his problem is. He's a horrible play caller in the red zone. And that's where your money is. That's where you're going to score. So, but a lot of people argue that. I think Moore would be an excellent college football coach. His offense is designed. His offenses are designed like a Madden 21 game. His offense is going to score a lot of points. He would do well going back to his alma mater, Boise State, and all that kind of stuff. I think he would be an excellent, excellent college coach. I do. He could do a lot of magic there. That stuff don't work in the NFL. As JD just said, McCarthy needs to call the plays and he can groom his own OC. I've been saying that all the time. When Jerry hired Mike McCarthy, the greatest attribute that Mike McCarthy had was that he was a play caller. That's what brought him to the dance. He won a Super Bowl being a play caller. And please don't come to me talking about Aaron Rodgers. And I understand he had Aaron Rodgers. You got Aaron Rodgers that covers up a lot of mistakes. But he also had Aaron Rodgers when they didn't win. but the Packers were consistent. They only won one Super Bowl. Why would you hire a coach? Why would Jerry Jones hire a coach and not let him have his best attribute for the football team, which is play calling? Because that means all he's doing, he's just a leader of men. So I agree 100% with JD here that it makes no sense to hire McCarthy. You're not going to let him do what he does best. It just doesn't make any sense at all to me. Jerry forced Kellen Moore on McCarthy, and we're seeing the slight results. And I understand Dak is hurt. I understand that. I'm not disputing that. I know it makes a difference. But we were having problems with play calling when Dak was there. So, it's no excuse. Everybody keep forgetting when Dak was there, we still had a losing record. Now, Dak was on pace to throw for some crazy Madden-like numbers this year, but we weren't winning. We did go 8-8 last year with a number one offense. We went 8-8. So something is wrong there. I got a problem with that. But I want to go back to Mr. Jones. Because, see, if there's no changing, since he said in his interview, since he said that he's not firing himself, and since he's pointing the finger already to defense, that tells me nothing is going to change. That's what that tells me. So if nothing is going to change, then we're about to getting ready to go through the same thing for the next couple of years, as far as I'm concerned. I just don't see how that will make a difference, but how much of a difference? I mean, really, think about it. Well, let's go back. Will we have Dak next year? I'm just saying. I don't know that. I don't know. If I was a betting man, I don't know. As a general manager, he should have signed Dak a long time ago. I don't think he really believes in him. That's me. I've always said that. He believes that he's a great leader. He believes that has great intangibles. But you never heard Jerry say that Dak can lead us to a Super Bowl, like he said about Romo. You never heard about his skill set, saying he's one of the best in the game. I haven't seen it. So I don't know number one. I got to see it. When Dak signed the name on the contract for a long-term deal, I'll take that away. But I've been waiting for that for 2 years now. That's telling me something, that's not the case. JD says that McCarthy's so big on analytics that he needs to get coaches around him that can make competent in-game adjustments. Well, he might want to do that, JD, but Jerry forced Kellen Moore on. When Mike McCarthy was asked about him calling plays, he said he was happy with Kellen Moore's style and Kellen Moore's way of doing things. So he's not going to change that. Hello, Let's Zone has joined. Hello, Let's Zone. How you doing on Podbean? How y'all guys doing? Hey, y'all let me know where y'all from. I just want to, do y'all have podcasts? I just want to shift some of my people to you. Thanks for tuning in. Listen, I don't know, JD. I don't see it. I don't see how he's, he really has nothing. If Jerry is saying Kellen Moore's going to call the plays, then he has nothing other than maybe saying on 4th and 1, I believe McCarthy said, let's go for it. But as far as the play design, that's all Kellen Moore. I don't think Kellen Moore, we can't see it through McCarthy wearing his mask, but I don't know if McCarthy is in his ear with the headphone after Kellen calls a play. I don't know if Mike McCarthy said, hold up, no, we're not going to pass right here. Let's do a running play here, Kellen. Let's run right here. let's not pass it here. Hey, Ruba, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, Ruba on Podbean, how you doing? Listen, I don't know that. I don't know if he's how much real power he has over the offense because it was so instilled that Kellen Moore was going to run the offense that I don't know if he really got any. It's kind of almost like Jason Garrett last year with Kellen Moore. Jason Garrett didn't have no jurisdiction over offense. That was all Kellen Moore. I believe the same thing is going on. And I don't know. I really don't know if Mike has that kind of power right now. I don't. And if that is the case, then again, that's Jerry Jones' fault. Because you're not letting the coach, who's a better coach than Kellen Moore, I may add, you're not letting him put his imprint on this football team. Kellen Moore just learning how to call plays. Mike McCarthy is a Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator who just so happened to be a head coach with the Green Bay Packers at the time. JD says the problem I have with Moore is that he was groomed by Linehan. We done went through that era. It's time to change that direction. Oh, there's no question about that. If you listen to any of my shows, the thing, I've always called Kellen Moore a disciple of Scott Linehan. Scott Linehan is all he knows. And for those that do not know, Kellen Moore went to Boise State. He was drafted by the Detroit Lions. When he went to the Detroit Lions, Scott Linehan was his offensive coordinator. Kellen Moore ended up being traded to the Dallas Cowboys. When he came to the Dallas Cowboys, Scott Linehan was his offensive coordinator. When Kellen Moore retired from football, he was the quarterback's coach, and Scott Linehan was the offensive coordinator. When Scott Linehan got fired, got him away, Kellen Moore took the position of offensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. So all he knows in the pro game, the system that he learned, was from just Scott Linehan. If you've been a Cowboy fan for the last 10 years or so, one of the things that most of us couldn't stand was Scott Linehan, because Scott Linehan also had problems with play calls at certain times in football games. A lot of them. And you're seeing Kellen Moore doing the same thing. So my solution is let Kellen Moore, he's a good enough coach now. He's a good enough coach where I think he will really excel in college. I really do. I really think his style will be great in college. I think that he needs to go to college football, find a team. Maybe it's Boise State where he played ball, anywhere. But his game, his play calling kind of suits the college game, if you ask me. But he need to go, okay? But that's, again, goes to the hand of Jerry Jones. I got a problem with Jerry, y'all. I really do. Because ain't nothing going to change. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm frustrated. I'm beyond frustrated. I'm beyond being ticked off. You know what I am? I'm numb. That's what I am. I'm numb. N-U-M-B. I'm numb right now. Because I'm going through the same thing with the same problems every single year. I'm serious, y'all. Tyron Smith goes down, our line is shot. Okay? Our line is shot. I'm saying the same thing every year. Bad play calls, horrible situational football. Same thing every year. We couldn't stop the run last year. We can't stop the run this year. We couldn't stop the pass last year. We can't stop the pass this year. I'm saying the same thing over and over, and it made no difference. Last year, a lot of us wanted to blame Jason Garrett for it. Well, Jason Garrett ain't here now. Hey, Kent, I see you. Hey, I see you, Miss Ruba. I'm sorry to see you. Where are you from, Miss Ruba? Let's on fire. Where are you from? DJ lives in. Where are you from if you still here? Kent, where are you from? I I'm saying the same thing. JD says Titans OC is something that would be nice for us to look for that kind of style for our direction. 21 needs to be the season change ready, but both sides of the ball need to shake up and scheme infusion new blood. Oh, well, one thing, I don't think that the Titans OC going anywhere, but if he did, I don't think we would have to worry about our identity crisis. As I've said before, too many times about the Tennessee Titans, the Tennessee Titans probably see more 8, 9-man boxes than any team in the league. But they don't care. They saying, look, at least 25 times a game, we're going to get this ball to Derrick Henry. We don't care what y'all line up in. Stop us if you can. They don't care. They're committed to a style of offense that we don't. Ezekiel Elliott, universally recognized, probably as one of the top 5 backs in the league. A guy that's supposed to get the ball, in my opinion, at least between 22 to 27 times a game. Every week. He's your best player, so the best player is supposed to get the ball. But we have an offensive coordinator that if you go down the list and look at every game, and a lot of times some of y'all say, well, we're getting blowed out, so we couldn't give them the ball. No. There's a lot of games that were very close. And then you look at the end of the other night, and you see Ezekiel Elliott only had 13 carries. Tony Pollard only had 4. When is the last time Ezekiel Elliott had 20 carries in a game? When? Was it the Minnesota game? Before the Minnesota game, he didn't get no ball 20 times. He didn't. You got to go all the way back to last year. Did he get 20 times last year? I mean, the style of calling is just horrible. It's horrible. But that goes with Jerry Jones. It does. Because he put all the stuff into play. He's the one that went and got Dontari Poe. He's the one that got Everson Griffin. Guys who are not even on the team anymore. He's the one that forced Kellen Moore on to Mike McCarthy. He's the one. And if we don't hurry up and change dramatically, Jerry Jones is going to run this organization totally in the ground the same way that Al Davis ran the Raiders in the ground. And it takes years and years and years to get out of that hole. It takes years and years. It don't happen just with one player in the draft and all that. No. It can happen if that's the quarterback. A quarterback can change the whole franchise. All you got to do is look around. You get an Aaron Rodgers on your team, that's a game changer. Guys like that. You get a Patrick Mahomes on your team, guess what? You fighting for a Super Bowl every year. It's just some guys mean that much. It's some guys that mean that much. We don't have that. We don't have the right people in place. We don't have the right structure in place. Jerry's not going nowhere. Jerry's not going to hire nobody. So essentially, in next year, it's the same situation. You know what position they're in? I said this maybe about a year ago. You know what position we're in as a football team? We got to hope that the talent is so good that it can override the mistakes of coaches and organizational structure. We have to hope that the talent level takes completely over the mistakes. You might be able to get away with that for a little while, but you can't get away with that all the time. Our talent level is nowhere near good enough to override mistakes. JD says Xavier Woods should be cut as an example of accountability after that Ravens game. Wake these players up the season shot, but at least play with some hard hustle and accountability. Well, that's where we got to start from. I said that on my last show. The truth of the matter is, anytime we got to be big and folks to play hard, the season is gone. Y'all heard about that this week. Well, Coach McCarthy told the players that he was not happy with the effort. That means you're not playing hard. So, we got to start all the way from square one. I mean, really. Before we start talking about anything else, we gotta dominate the mindset of that we have to play hard. That's where we are. Therefore, I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Somebody asks me all the time, because they know I'm a Cowboy fan. Y'all gonna beat the Bengals? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Everybody glad to see us, especially the running backs from other teams. They know that they got a chance to get 100 yards against us. I don't care who the running back is. Who the Cincinnati running back against going to be Janavio Bernard, I believe that's his name. I forgot. Forgive me for not calling his name out. Janavia Bernard. I know his last name Bernard. Oh, he's happy today. He's happy. He get to play the Cowboys tomorrow. A team that give up almost 300 yards rushing. Oh, he can't wait. They can't wait. The offensive linemen can't wait till tomorrow. For those that are on borderline Pro Bowl voting, Pro Bowl, you just might make the Pro Bowl tomorrow. I don't know what team gonna show up. I don't know what Dalton gonna do. You don't know. Come on. Do we really have confidence in Andy Dalton like that? No, I don't. Can Ezekiel Elliott finally get 100-yard game? I don't know. I don't know if he's going to get the ball enough, number one. And then number two, I don't know what he's going to do when he get it. He's not explosive right now. He's running the ball trying not to make a mistake. He's trying not to fumble. It's in his head. I don't know what's wrong with Zeke. I don't know what we're going to do. And please don't say, well, we got 3 receivers. Yeah, but your quarterback got to get the ball to him. Their whole success is dependent upon the quarterback. I don't know what Dalton's going to do. And then our offensive line. Please. I don't know what the offensive line is going to do. So I don't know if we're going to beat the Bengals or not. That's a good shot. We might go to Cincinnati and get killed tomorrow. Everybody get up to see the Cowboys now. We all know that. Everybody hype see the Dallas Cowboys because they know they're going to be on TV. They know they're going to get some publicity. And they want to put on the show. Because they know that the world is watching when you playing the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody know that. That's the way it always has been. Speaking of TV, and I'll close with this today. Speaking of TV, just to show you that things are not going to change, I was extremely irritated because of this thing. Most of you have heard by now that, before I go to that comment, let me read what JD saying. JD talks some good stuff. He said this Bengal game is the only winnable game the rest of the way. If we win, it makes us a top 5 pick instead of a top 3 pick. Cowboys at best will go 4-12. They beat Bengals. It all means they beat a team they were supposed to. What do we want? What do you want, a top 3 pick or a top 5 pick? This is what the game will be all about. I really want to go on there, JD, but you're going to push me there, so I'll go there. First of all, let me dissect your statement. This Bengals game is the only winnable game the rest of the way. My question is it winnable? I don't know that. Are we favored? Does Vegas have us favored in this game? I haven't checked the line out. I'm serious. I'm asking. I don't really know. I don't know if it's winnable or not. When you got the worst ranked defense in the league coming into the game, is giving up 32 points a game. We make teams that don't score. We make teams that don't look bad. We make them look good. I don't know. So I don't know if it's a winnable game or not. Hey, Jerome said we will beat the Bengals. Jerome is a Cowboy fan, like I am, but I don't know, Jerome. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have no confidence in this defense at all. I believe anybody can just hang up 25 points at least on them. That's just me. Offensively, you don't know what team gonna show up. I don't know. JD said that this is a winnable game. He said if we win it, it makes us a top 5 pick instead of a top 3 pick. Cowboys, the best will go 4-12. If they beat Bengals, it only means they beat a team they were supposed to. Whether you want a top 3 pick or a top 5 pick, this would be all about. Well, the way that the draft, mock drafts are set up now, to be honest with you, this is me. Y'all may beg to differ, whatever. If I can't get my hands on that kid from Oregon, Sewell, as the offensive tackle, then we really may have to entertain about somebody that may want to move up to top 5 pick, if that be the case. Because it makes no sense of getting things that you already got and you're satisfied with. I'm just saying, when you talking about a top 5 pick, you talking about game changers, other than the quarterbacks. Lawrence, perhaps, and the kid from Ohio State, who probably gonna go back to back. We ain't trying to get no quarterback. I know everybody talking about go get Lawrence. I mean, we ain't thinking about that. I believe they're gonna make an effort to get Dak signed, hopefully, and that'll eliminate all that quarterback talk. I agree. Sewell is a top 3 pick. That's why I was saying, if it's him, then yeah, I want him. I definitely want him. But after him, I'm being honest with you. The only other kid that I really like, and he's not probably a top 5 or an 8 pick, may not be a 10 pick, but a game changer that tied in from Florida. Pitts, I believe that's his name, Pitts. His last name, number 84. Oh, you get that guy there. Oh, that's a game changer. The kid from Florida that tied in. That's the kind of guy that can change your life. Oh, there's no question about that. I like a guy like that. Defensively, hello, Amar, Mr. Sharma, whatever your name is. This is about sports. Mr. Sharma, this is about sports. Parsons is worth a top 5 pick. No cornerback is worth that top pick in the draft. It is a quarterback trade back. Parsons will be a blitzing machine at the next level. I like Parsons too. I like Parsons without a doubt. He probably is a game changer. Hey, Sharma, I talk on YouTube. I talk. I'm pretty much love the Cowboys, but I talk all sports, basketball. I talk just pretty much sports in general. That's what I do, and I also talk a little religion too. Jerome says we need a DT or a safety. I agree with that, Jerome. But here's the thing. Let's just say, for instance, we move to the top 5 instead of top 3, as JD was saying. No cricket. No, sir. Is there a DT in the top 5 other than Parsons? Or is there a safety that definitely you're not picking top 5? So if you get a 5 and you stuck there and the next highest player on your board is Sharma, cricket is a super sport, but I'm not. I don't know nothing about it, to be honest with you. That's why I'm not doing cricket. I'm not really familiar with that game. So if you don't know nothing about it, you can't talk about it. So I don't do cricket. I don't know where you're from. Are you watching me from America? So I'm pretty much basketball and football over here, Mr. Sharma. Not really, Jerome said, and then JD said no. So since that is not there, then obviously this trade back factor come into play. And if that is the case, because it's going to be a high pick. Well, thank you for listening to me from India, Mr. Sharma. I'm glad you showed up here, man. I appreciate you tuning in. Hey, the good, bad, and ugly, my partner. What's going on, man? Hello, Ruthie on Podbean. What's going on, man? I'm talking to these Cowboys, good, bad, and ugly. Listen, if that is the case now, then we got to trade back. We got to trade back and get a whole lot of stuff for that pick. I mean, there's no question. If we're gonna go that route, listen, for me, if you can't get your hands on Sewell, which makes that's the pick that we need, offensive tackle. Smith is probably going. Tyron Smith can't depend on him no more. That this kid will fall right in. If it's him, then we go get him. Parsons deserves some conversation. In my opinion, that kid Pitts from Florida is special. Look, I know Blake Jarwin coming back. I get that. But let me tell you something. You put that kid Pitts as a tight end with this receiving core, this offense would be unstoppable. I'm just telling you. This guy is crazy. I see you, Mr. Sharma. I'll check it out after the show. JD said, let me ask you, do you ever remember our safety play this bad outside Donald Wilson? No. I wish we still would have had Jeff Heath this year, to be honest with you. I like Jeff Heath. Jeff Heath was a playmaker. Seeing how our safety look right now, Jeff Heath wasn't so bad, was it? Jeff Heath wasn't so bad. I want him back. Mr. Sharma, what is American football safety? He's in the secondary. The secondary is cornerbacks and two safeties. Strong safety kind of plays in the box sometimes. He kind of does a lot of hit. He covers maybe. The real good ones can cover a tight end well. And I'm talking football talk. If you don't understand American football, then I'm talking almost a foreign language to you. The safety is responsible for a lot of times one side of the field. The real good ones can cover both sides, hash marks of the field. Usually that's a free safety that does that, but a strong safety can do it sometimes too, depending on who he is and how fast he is. There's a lot that goes on into that position. He plays defense, all like that. But if you don't understand American football, I just spoke a whole lot of foreign language to you right then. Jerome said, not at all. JD said, we got Pitts. We still need our O-line to be competent. No doubt, but here's the thing. If you get a Pitts there, if you put Pitts there, there are some things that you just cannot do. I'm saying if you line up Cooper, Gallup, Lamb, and Pitts out there with one running back, you're not going to be so quick to stack the box. No. Because even in a short game, Pitts ain't like Jason Witten. You throw it to the tight end 5 yards and he going to fall down. No. You give it to Pitts, you throw it to him 5 yards, he can go to the house with it because he's going to break some tackles. You can't do it. And if you spread it out, respecting all that firepower from a receiving position-wise with Pitts there, then all that's going to do is open up the holes for Ezekiel to run or whoever the running back is. So I'm saying based off matchups, If you line them up out there, it's going to pretty much essentially take care of itself unless you just don't respect it at all. And I don't think no defensive coordinator would be that foolish. With even right now, when you line up Lamb, Gallup, and Cooper out there, defense coordinators got to respect it because they all can kill you. You put a Pitts out there, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I really feel that you can have Jarwin out there next year. You're gonna get a lot of this. But Pitts is a different type of dude. So that's why I'm saying Pitts. But if Sewell is not there, me personally, I would look at Pitts. But if the Cowboys not looking at Pitts and saying, hey, we got Blake Jarwin, we're going to roll with that. Okay, I'll give you that. If you're not taking one of those two dudes, as far as I'm concerned, then you need to trade back. And that's where it would get real interesting. Because for them to elevate to that position that the Cowboys be offering, you got to give up a whole lot. Number one, you got to give me back my first-round pick. And you're going to have to probably give me some more picks, obviously. It just depends on where you at. So, I when we get excited about the draft, I'm not really not that excited because I don't know if I'm going to get who I really want. The Cowboys should be wanting Sewell from Oregon. That's who they should be wanting. That's who they should be coming after. But, when you got an owner like Jerry Jones, I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know what he's gonna do. I'm serious. I'm worried about Jerry, y'all. I'm worried about Jerry. He's turning into Al Davis all over again. He is. He's slowly but surely running this organization back down the drain to where it's going to be kind of hard to get yourself out of it. I'm going to tell you how messed up Jerry is. Let me close with this. So Jerry was asked about, most of you know that the Cowboys got flexed out for next Sunday night's game against the 49ers and got replaced by the Browns and the Giants. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. First of all, everybody knows that the ratings of the NFL is dominated by the Dallas Cowboys. No question. No, there's no bad team, good team, whatever. The Cowboys they dominate the rating of the NFL. Everybody watch the Cowboys. Everybody. Whether you're a hater or whether you love them. Because most haters, of course, want to see them lose. The fans, of course, want to see them win. But all eyeballs are there. So for the first time, the Cowboys got flexed out. Are being flexed out. NBC is saying, we don't care nothing. They don't care nothing. I see you good, bad, and ugly. Exactly. They love the haters. For the first time, the Cowboys are getting flexed out of their position of a game. They said, look, y'all not playing prime time. Y'all play at 12 o'clock. It's fine. You would figure Jerry Jones would be upset about that, wouldn't you? Because one thing about Jerry loved ratings and Jerry loved money, of which that comes for, Mr. Sharman said, why is American football safety just famous in America? Because there are no safeties in cricket. There's 11 guys that play on the field. That's just a position name of one of the positions that's on defense, or safety. That's just what it is, Mr. Sharman. Jerry is not upset. Hello, Phyllis, David. How y'all doing? I appreciate all you guys joining on Podbean. Let me know where you're from. If everybody's listening, let me know where you're from. I just want to shout you out. And if you have a podcast, let me know and I can try to shoot my people to you guys. This is what Jerry Jones said. Jerry Jones said, that instead of being upset about it, Jared gave us the world famous optimism mess. He said some of the biggest games ever have been on Sunday afternoon. That's not a bad strategy to put the Cowboys in a potential lesser slot and have more eyeballs watch the NFL. That was his response to being flexed out. That's why I know things got to change, y'all. Because Jerry is actually trying to justify us being put out of the primetime slot for next week and replaced by the Giants and the Cleveland Browns. First of all, hey, El John, that rating talk about the car used to be true. Not anymore. They're just another sorry team now. He Darren Johnson coming in trying to be mean. I'm just telling the truth. The Cowboys will forever be the rating king of the NFL. There's no question about that. We can replace y'all by, look at the game. The Cowboys and the 49ers, a rivalry. See, the 49er family is just as potent as just as the Cowboys. You want to see a rating? I don't care what the records are. I promise you that if the Cowboys and the 49ers are on that Sunday night game, I promise you it will be probably one of the most highest rated games of the entire year. Forget Sunday night. I'm talking about the whole year. Because the Cowboy family and the 49er family is just like a gigantic, big time, Jerome Glad said, I wasn't even going to comment to John, Elder John. He watched Cowboy more than he watched his own Saints. So, it's just the truth. So, they replaced us. Hey, good, bad, and ugly, man. Look, they replaced us with the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants.
Help with that. Here are other things you can try.
I'm not talking to you, Siri. Look. This is where y'all don't understand it. Let me say it one more time, and I get on out the way because I feel the foolishness about to come up in me now. We got replaced. Forget just the Cowboys and the 49ers. Two majestic franchises in the entire NFL. There's only one other team that can match up to that type of fandom, and that's probably the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm talking about a team that anywhere you go, there are fans there. The Cowboys, the Steelers, maybe Green Bay, and the 49ers. Nobody else have that distinction. Nobody. Those four teams, and Green Bay run a distant fourth, if you ask me. But the Cowboys, Steelers, and the 49ers, you can't go wrong. And we got replaced by the Cleveland Browns. I'm not going to insult the New York Giants. Giants is another storied franchise. They don't have the fan base like the Cowboys, the Steelers, and the 49ers, but they are historic football. They got a lot of fans. They're just not like the Cowboys, Steelers, and the 49ers, though. So I'm not going to even insult them. But the Cleveland Browns? What? I see you, Elder. Who that? The Saints is number one now. Yeah, y'all got a good shot. I'll give you that. I'm saying the Cowboys and the 49ers got flexed out. And Jared Jones gonna say, look, well, you put us up at 12 o'clock, we'll do well there. Of course we're gonna do well because folks want to watch the Cowboys. That's the idea, you missing the whole point, is that they're saying we don't even want to see y'all in prime time, Jared. Y'all sorry. Y'all 3-9, man. We want to see, we don't want to see y'all. When we realize y'all playing the 49ers, we don't even want to see y'all. We're going to push y'all back to 12 o'clock. You ain't getting this prime time slot. The Cowboys have never been put out of a prime time game. And this ain't the first bad team we done had. The Cowboys are the antidote if you having bad rating problems. Put the Dallas Cowboys on your TV, and I guarantee your TV station is going to go up. It's no question. Jerry is saying, look, don't worry about it. We'll go to good, bad, ugly. We play the Cincinnati Bengals at Cincinnati tomorrow. Play at Cincinnati. You probably got to check me out earlier. I already talked about that. I don't know who it. I think we play at the 12 o'clock game. Good, bad, and ugly. 12 o'clock game. I don't know. I told her I don't know what we're gonna do. Cincinnati game. I don't. But it's just the fact that we got flexed out by the Cleveland Browns. I got a problem with that. Mr. Sharma, I'm not ignoring you. I see you. You asked me what's my favorite Kobe moment. You done changed the whole conversation, but if you want to ask me that, when Kobe won, anytime he won the world championship, that was my favorite moment. Anytime he got that trophy in his hand, saying he was the best in the game, that was my favorite Kobe moment. So I got to see that 5 times. So those always my highlights whenever he won the championship. That was my thing. But Cowboys, listen, we going down a bad slope. We're going down a bad slope, y'all. And to my, I'm through after this. Okay, I'm through. To my Cowboy brothers and sisters, see, you have to understand, we all under the Cowboy umbrella, but under that umbrella is that we have 2 different style of Cowboy fans. Number one, you have Cowboy fans like me that are what I call realistic Cowboy fans. That's me. We're 3-8, and there ain't no sense of 3-9, and there's no sense of be talking like we 9-3. Do you see what I'm saying? I call, if we playing horrible, I'll say we're horrible. I don't have no commas after we're horrible, but no, it's no buts. We're playing horrible, period. Period. That's the kind of Cowboy fan I am. The record speaks for itself. Then you have these other Cowboy fans who what I consider optimistic Cowboy fans. They're the ones that have commas. We're 3-9, but we're 3-9, but we're playing well. We're 3-9, but I see some good. You see what I'm saying? Those are those type. And what it has made is we have Cowboy fans who are like Donald Trump supporters. I paused there because some of y'all got upset with me right there. You're Donald Trump likes, you're almost like the Cowboy fans are kind of like Donald Trump supporters. They refuse to look at it as it is and want to live in a fantasy world and act like things aren't what it is. Just like a Trump supporter, you know, the Trump supporters, the Trump supporters know the man lost. Look, Donald Trump lost in the first count. Donald Trump lost electorally. Donald Trump lost popular vote. Donald Trump lost the first count. Donald Trump lost the recounts. 2 or 3 times. They done recounted so much. The man done lost. I put it on my Facebook page today. Donald Trump have lost to Joe Biden so much that Joe Biden is now the 67th president of the United States. Forget 40. He's 46 now. Forget 46. They done recounted so many times that Joe Biden is now the 67th president of the United States. That's how bad it is. But even though he's lost electorally, even though he's lost popular vote, even though he done lost the first count, even though he lost the second count, even though he done lost in court, even though he done lost in all these places, you got the Donald Trump supporters still going around saying he won. It's kind of like Cowboy fans. Some of my Cowboy brothers and sisters, I love you. But that's kind of like some of my Cowboy fan brothers and sisters. We 3-9, but you can see the sun peeping through the clouds. So, some of us Cowboy fans have already started looking at the draft. We already looking at players. While some of my other Cowboy fans are saying, we still got a chance. We still can win the division. And you know, and some of my Cowboy fans are going to have to be just like some of the Trump supporters. Sooner or later, just like when Joe Biden get inaugurated on January 20th, all these Trump supporters that saying that he lost, they're going to have a reality check on January the 20th and catch up. See, that's what all happened. Just like the Cowboy fans. You keep saying we got a chance. Sooner or later, you're going to have to catch up. Replying, Darren Johnson said, Rome, I pulled them boys every Sunday. No, you don't, Elder. You're a hater. We know that. JD said that is an issue with people in life. Just accept things for what they are. You would definitely look at it in life in a different light. Do you want what you can, do what you can at your best, and if you cannot change things, accept it for what it is. Good show, buddy. Appreciate you, JD. Listen, it really just the truth. That's my umbrella Cowboy fan. So I don't knock you because, you know, you hold on to the last, just like Trump supporters. You go down with the ship. Okay, it's fine. You're going to catch up sooner or later. Some of us just already there because we already see, you know, what's going on. But we'll wait on you. We'll wait on you. You then too will catch up with us when we saying we sick of this mess. I'm sick of Jerry Jones. Great owner, no doubt. Hall of Fame owner, no doubt. Deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, no doubt. 3 rings on his finger, no doubt. But as I said in my previous show, what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? And his resume lately says, we ain't worth a dime. Y'all don't like me today, but it's okay. I'm telling y'all the truth. We're not worth a dime. I call it like it is. And unless there's a drastic change, good, bad, enough, you know how I am. You know how I am. You know what I'm saying. We ain't worth a dime. We're not worth a dime. You know me, I'm telling the truth. We're not worth a dime. We are 3-9. Do y'all understand that? Look. That ain't good. Last time I checked now, I'm sorry. 3-9 ain't good, y'all. That's what we are. We are one of the worst teams in the entire NFL. Check it out. We're some good players. We are one of the worst teams in the entire NFL. Some Cowboy fan getting mad. No, we're not. Yes, you are. Yes. Yes, you are. We got Zeke. So? And? We got CeeDee Lamb. And? What? Okay, what? Okay, huh? We got Amari Cooper. What? So? We're one of the worst teams in the NFL. Look, if you're talking about drafting in the top 3 or top 5, guess what that means? That means that the previous season that you had, you one of the worst teams in the league. Right now, as we speak, we're in the top 3 position. That means we're one of the worst teams in the league. I don't want to hear that about this optimism. Y'all talk to Jerome on here. One of my brothers here. One of my brothers, he got a show. Jerome, type your show in so the people can see you, or even on the replay. Type your show in and go to his show. Look, Jerome might accept some of that optimism. I don't know. Type in his show, Jerome. I don't know. Look, I don't want to hear it. On my show, I don't want to hear it. Y'all catch me next year. I might feel better about it. I don't want to hear it no more. We sorry. Don't say that, bro. Yeah, what you want me to say? What do you want me to say? That we 3-9, but we play like we 9-3? No, we don't. We have the worst. There it is. There's Jerome. For those who are looking on the replay, for those who are looking live, if you're on Instagram, Periscope right now, and YouTube, y'all check him out on Facebook. His show is called Let's Talk Football. But as you can see, he just like me. He a realist. So if you're going over there trying to find somebody to pat your head about the Dallas Cowboys, I guess right now what he telling you is he ain't the one either. He not the one either. We're 3-9. Okay? We're 3-9. It ain't nothing good about it. I ain't got no commas after that. Matter of fact, I got an exclamation point. We're 3-9, exclamation point. That's what I get. Huh? Jerome just letting you know he ain't the one either. There he is, so there you go. We're 3-9. Now, look, you catch up. We diehard Cowboy fans. I can speak for Jerome. I know him a long time. I know what he is. He's a Cowboy fan. We've earned the right to talk about our team like this. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't turning in no card, no jersey. We ain't turning in our hats. We still gonna wear our gear. We just gonna accept the blow because it's a blow this year. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't changing team. We here. But we don't earn the right to go ahead and tell you what time it is. What time is it? We sorry. That's what we are. Don't tell me Kellen Moore's good and Mike McCarthy. I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear it. We're horrible from the structure of the team to the actual football team. The only good thing about us is, I guess, the fans. The fans stay in it. I see you good, bad, and ugly. I mean, I don't want to hear it. Call it like it is. If you want to live in fantasy world, I'm not knocking you. I'm gonna let you stay in it as long as the season ends. I'll be here to catch you and say, hey, you should have came on here with me about 3-4 weeks ago. I told you it was over. Come on, don't say nothing now. A lot of us are already on the draft. We already scouting. I'm in week 3 of scouting already. I got names. I'm looking in the 4th round now. I'm looking. See right there, Elder Johnson, who's a Cowboy hater, but he's speaking the language of some of my Cowboy brothers and sisters. Look what he says. He says, you 2 games out of first place. Super Bowl is still in view. You got a lot of Cowboy fans that are saying, hey, we can get on a small run and we still can win the division. And you know, if we get in the playoffs, anything can happen because you're in the day. That's what a lot of y'all saying. And I'm not gonna knock you. I'm not gonna knock you. It's good, man. Say, so you looking at the draft. I talked about that a little bit earlier. I'm looking and Jerome just said, he said, I'm looking at safeties and DT. See, Jerome already scouting like I am. Who I'm looking for, if we ought to have, I just stick with the first round, good, bad, and ugly. I said it again. I'll say it again because I like you. What I said was that if we have a top 3 pick, then that kid from Oregon, who's an offensive tackle, his last name is Sewell, Dre draft grade. He's he's already projected to be probably one of the greatest tackles in the last grade-wise in the last 10 to 15 years. So you see a lot of good things on him. But if we're not getting him, I'm entertaining trading down. My buddy here that you can't see, who on Facebook, who has a podcast show himself, says he's looking at safeties and DTs. Jerome, you looking probably you probably looking third, fourth round probably. I don't see us taking those. I see us taking a DT maybe in the second round. I can see that. Well, also I can see it first round if we draft down. I can see that too for a defensive tackle. I can't see safety in the first and second round for some reason. I can't see it. But that's where I am good, bad, and ugly. I'm already looking at folks. I ain't even looking at the season no more. Season shot, as far as I'm concerned. But you got people like Elder said, we 2 games out. You know, if we beat Cincinnati, come home and beat San Francisco. I like Surtain. That's a good pick. I like that. If we beat San Francisco, then we beat the Giants and we beat the Eagles. If we can just run it straight, we might just be back in the hunt. And if we make the playoffs, we just never know. That's what some of y'all Cowboy fans. That's what some of my folks are saying. You know, I'm not even knocking because it can happen. But what does your eyes tell you? Oh yeah, here come my party. Here come a Steeler fan. My buddy, my big bro Rodney Coleman. He's funny to listen to draft talk in the midst of the season. Well, I can't. You know how I am. I'm a realist. I'm not for to fake the funk and act like we about to go on the run. I don't know if we're gonna beat Cincinnati tomorrow. I mean, I don't know that. I don't know. I don't know. And somebody gonna say, man, Cincinnati, sorry. What do you think we are? We sorry. Huh? I don't see it. I don't know. So I'm forced to start looking at the draft for some help. Appreciate you, good, bad, and ugly. Appreciate you. Listen, I'm looking for some help. Draft, free agency, whatever. Arena League. What's that league that the Rock bought? The XFL? Give me some help somewhere. Anybody. Shoot, I don't know. Let me talk to Bill Belichick. Belichick used to go get guys out of the grocery store to play with Tom Brady and make them Pro Bowls. He got a system with guys that work at Lowe's and Home Depot and Walmart and just go find guys and get out of there and make them superstars. I need to find out what he got. What's his criteria? Because the practice guys we get, ooh, Lord have mercy. I'm tired, y'all. I'm sick of Jerry Jones. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of the same old thing. I'm tired. I'm calling it like it is. I ain't sugarcoating nothing for Jerry Jones no more. There you go. Thank you right there. Coleman said it's the Alliance League. Yeah. Sound like a superhero league. Almost sound like Justice League. Wherever you get them from. Give me some guy that's hungry to play. Whatever league they come from. Go on up to the CFL. Find me somebody. Because our depth is horrible. But again, that goes to the lap of Jerry Jones. He the one say he want all the credit. Well, then you take all the abuse. And I'm just the one. Because see, I ain't scared of Jerry Jones. See, I ain't one of them guys, you know, that yeah. I ain't one of them guys that, you know, kiss him and kiss his ring and all that kind of stuff. I'm not the one. And some of you saying, well, he in Dallas and you in Memphis. I talked about that earlier, Coleman. That was really the brust of my old show. That article that he said that. I'm just not the one. I'm not the one that I see you, Elder. Now that's funny. Elder John say the Electric Football League. Well, y'all make me sick about my Cowboys. I tell you, y'all cracking good jokes. But I'm not the one. I don't care nothing about Jerry. Okay, I don't care about his boat. I don't care nothing about it. His billions. I'm the type that'll say, Mr. Jones, bless you. I appreciate the joy that you've given me over the years, but right now, sir, I say it respectably. I'll be very respectful. I say it in this tone right here. Mr. Jones, you sorry as all outdoors right now. I tell him that. I would. Because you ain't paying my bill. I don't work for you. I don't work for you. I tell him, Mr. Jones, you ain't getting it done, sir. You're doing good on racking up that money at the end of the year from all the concession stands and the parking and the stadium tours and the jersey sales and you doing well in that. You're doing great at that. It's the product on the field what I got a problem with. Huh? That's right. I got you ain't doing too hot, Doc. I tell him that. I can hear him now. You don't know nothing about no football, man. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? What you talking about? You don't know the first thing. I may not. This is all I do know. We 3-9. You must not know too much either. Huh? We 3-9. I know you shouldn't have hired Mike Nolan as your defensive coordinator because he was a buddy to Coach McCarthy. I know that. Huh? I know you shouldn't have signed Denard Pope. I know that. I know your best player is Ezekiel on offense, and you ain't giving him the ball more than barely 10 times a game. I know that's backwards thinking. Have y'all ever seen Tennessee Titans play football? I'm through, y'all. I'm through right here. Is there any question that Derrick Henry is not going to get the ball at least 25 times a game? I don't care how many men in the box. 8, 9 men in the box. They don't care. Derrick Henry is getting the ball 25 times. Why? Because he's their best player. Why in the world do we look at the end of the stats and Ezekiel Elliott barely got 12, 13 carries in a game? Those of you who play fantasy football, you know exactly what I'm talking about because Ezekiel Elliott has to be one of the biggest disappointments in fantasy football. He got to be. He ain't got no stats. He's horrible. And that goes to Jerry Jones. Since he want to put his foot on everything, tell Kellen Moore, give Ezekiel Elliott the ball 20 plus times a game. We don't care if you're getting 2 yards, just put it in his hand. See, Rodney Coleman, I rest my case. Say he dropped him. He dropped Ezekiel in fantasy football. See what I'm saying? I rest my case. I'm telling y'all, I don't see this all Jerry. This all on Jerry. You want to put your hand in everything? Go down there and tell him, get that man the ball 20 plus times a game. They do it for Derrick Henry. They don't care who lined up. They say, we're going to run right here. You can't stop us. And we don't care what you do. They're going to get the ball to Derrick Henry. We, on the other hand, we want Andy Dalton to throw the ball 30-some-odd times a game, which is totally ridiculous. I even said that we wanted Dak Prescott to throw the ball 30-plus times. Totally ridiculous. You put all your money in offensive linemen. They'll tell me that you want to be a running football team. Get a ball. You get over $90 million extension to Ezekiel Elliott, which he's going to start collecting on next year. You gave him that type of money because you're supposed to be giving him the ball. Give him the ball. I can't stand it, y'all. What should we be doing offense, good, bad, and ugly? We should be running the football. You get the ball to your best player. Your best player on offense is Ezekiel Elliott. He'll set everything else up. All the receivers we got, would benefit from him running the football. He's the best player. You give him the ball. I say it again, another beats 3 or 4 yards on a pile of dust. Exactly. What about defense? I don't know about defense good, bad, nothing. We got to start over again. We need impact players. We need some dogs on defense. Guys that's hungry to play. We ain't got guys whose manhood is getting tested. Anytime you let guys run for almost 300 yards on 3 times in a year, your manhood is getting tested. We ain't got we don't have no type of we don't hey mama, my mama on here. Hey, we don't have no manhood right now on defense. Nobody's not gonna get ticked off. They ain't playing ticked off enough for me. They don't have the intensity like a defensive player is supposed to have. They just don't have it. So we need to just start defense all over again. I'm out of here because y'all got me tired now. I done complained, done griped, done compared Cowboys fans to Trump supporters. I mean, I lost my mind today. What's the best formation he asked for Zeke to run out of? Zeke loved to run out of one back set. He did that at Ohio State, and he did it in the pros. He don't like the fullback. He never have kind of like that because Zeke likes to get to the hole, dance around a little bit, find the opening, then explode. Kind of remind you of Le'Veon Bell, the way he run a little bit. That's just kind of how Zeke is. He didn't really have that in Ohio State. They never did that for him. So he just brought that on to the Cowboys, and they made sure he didn't have that when he played in the pro game. There's some instances where he knew need a fullback, but Zeke, we can't argue with it. He's been successful. And then you factor in that the line he is kind of messed up too. So I can't really just blame him, but that's his style. But he can get me a little bit better what he's doing. It ain't no excuses for fumbling the ball the way he had. So, hey, Mama said it's sad coaching indeed. There ain't no doubt about it, Mama. My mother's on here. She know how it is. She know the Cowboys ain't worth a dime right now. Let me get out of here because I almost feel y'all know, I'm a bishop in the Lord's church. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I'm a bishop in the Lord's church. I'm a preacher. There have been people that have come to Christ through what I've taught and preached, and I've talked and counseled people for years. I've done it. I've done it all. But the Dallas Cowboys, like right now, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. They make me want to cuss. Cowboy made me want to cuss somebody out right now. I am. I'm big time, y'all. Y'all know me. I'm big time. I'm out of here. I done my duty. Maybe I'll talk about something else on Tuesday. Y'all join me. Yeah, good about it. It made me want to backslide a little bit. Cowboy made me want to cuss somebody out. I'm trying. Hey, I appreciate you guys hanging with me today. I'm out of here. I'll see you Tuesday, 7:30. It is the Big Time Show. Woo! Appreciate you guys hanging with me. Thank you for all those that are on Podbean, my home. Thank you for hanging with me. Hey, follow my show. All you got to do is hit it. All right, y'all. See you later.